Hello everyone, and a huge welcome back to our channel. I'm Sarah, and I'm joined by my wonderful co-host John.
Hey Sarah, it's a real pleasure to be sitting here with you again. Honestly, I always look forward to our chats because it's a joy to share these English learning breakthroughs with everyone.
It really is, John. We have such an incredible community here, and today we've prepared something truly special. We're going to dive deep into a topic that many of you have been asking about in the comments.
That's right. Today's focus is all about training both your mouth and your mind for English fluency. It's that missing link between knowing the language and actually using it. Sarah, what's your initial take on this struggle?
Oh, I think it's the biggest hurdle for most learners. So many people reach out and say, "Sarah, I understand almost everything. I can read books, I can watch movies, but the moment I open my mouth, nothing comes out."
Exactly. They feel like they're stuck behind a glass wall. They see the words, they recognize the grammar, but they can't break through to the speaking part. It's like being a world-class expert on how to drive a car by reading manuals, but never actually putting your hands on the steering wheel.
That is such a perfect analogy, John. Your brain has the map, but your body doesn't know how to move the pedals. It's a physical disconnect. It can make you feel quite shy, or even like you're just slow.
But it's not about intelligence at all, is it? It's actually about muscles. Think of your mouth as a set of muscles that need a workout. Our mouths are naturally trained for our first language. English requires different shapes, different tongue positions, and a different rhythm.
Yes, if you want strong arms, you go to the gym and lift weights. You don't just sit on the bench and think about the weights. That would be much easier, wouldn't it?
If only. But no, you have to do the reps. And you don't get muscles from one session. It takes regular, consistent training. Your mouth muscles need to develop muscle memory so the sounds become automatic.
So, if someone is feeling frustrated because they know the word but can't say it, they shouldn't be hard on themselves. It's just a sign that the physical practice hasn't caught up with the mental knowledge yet. John, let's talk techniques. How do we actually start this mouth gym?
Well, the gold standard, my absolute favorite, is shadowing. Have you ever tried to be someone's literal shadow, Sarah?
Only when I was a kid playing tag. But in English, it's about following the speaker's voice, right?
Precisely. You find a recording, maybe a podcast like this one or a YouTube video, and you repeat what the speaker says almost at the same time. You're not just repeating the words, you're mimicking the emotion, the speed, and the melody of the sentence.
Like an echo. So if you hear someone say, "It's a beautiful day for a walk," you try to say it exactly as they did, right after them. But what if I miss a word?
That's the secret. Don't stop. Even if you stumble, just keep going with the flow. The goal isn't perfect comprehension in that moment. It's getting your mouth used to the flow of the language. It's like singing along to a song where you don't know all the lyrics yet.
I love that. It takes the pressure off. You're just training the physical movement. And speaking of movement, I've found that repeating very simple phrases every day is like a warm-up for the day ahead.
Oh, absolutely. Simple phrases are the game changer. People often think they need to practice complex philosophy, but honestly, saying "I'm ready to go" or "let's do this" with conviction is much more effective for building confidence.
Exactly. I tell my students to say these phrases with different emotions. Say, "I can do it," when you're happy. Say, "I can do it," when you're tired. It connects the physical words to your actual feelings.
That's a brilliant tip, Sarah. It makes the language part of your identity, not just a list of vocabulary. It becomes a habit. Now, this next one might make people think we're a bit crazy. But you have to speak out loud when you're alone.
Yes, Your home is your safe English zone. Talk to your coffee maker. Talk to your cat. Talk to the mirror. I am making a delicious latte now. It smells like heaven.
Exactly. You are your own best practice partner. There's no one there to judge you, no one to correct your grammar, so the fear of mistakes just disappears. You're just making noise in English, and that is so powerful.
It really bridges the gap. But John, we've talked about the mouth. What about the mind? Thinking in English feels so intimidating for many people. How do we even start?
It sounds like a mountain, but you climb it one step at a time. You don't start by contemplating the meaning of the universe. You start with apple, chair, water. When you look at an object, try to bypass your native language entirely.
So, instead of seeing a glass, thinking the word in my language, and then translating it to glass, I just look at it and the word glass pops up.
Precisely. You're building a superhighway in your brain. Translation is like taking a side road with a lot of traffic lights. Thinking directly in English is the express lane. It makes your fluency skyrocket because you aren't wasting energy on the back and forth.
And it's okay to be imperfect. If you only know the word for cold, just think cold. You don't need a full poetic sentence. Now, let's talk about making this a lifestyle. How do we live the language, John?
Immersion is key, even if you're miles away from an English-speaking country. Change your phone settings to English. It's scary for the first 10.
That's a classic. And what about entertainment? I always tell people to watch short videos, memes, or even cartoons. Things that don't feel like work.
Definitely. And podcasts. Like ours, of course. Listen while you're doing the dishes or walking the dog. Let the language surround you until it feels as natural as the air you breathe.
That leads us to the most important K word, consistency. John, why is 5 minutes a day better than 5 hours on a Sunday?
Because your brain loves patterns. If you study for 5 hours once a month, your brain treats it like an event, something unusual. But 5 minutes every day? That tells your brain, hey, this is part of our life now. We need to keep this information ready.
It builds momentum. And once you start those 5 minutes, you often find yourself doing 10 or 15 because you're actually having fun. It's all about not breaking the chain.
Exactly. And as you do this, Sarah, something beautiful happens. You start to find your own voice. Not a perfect voice, but your voice.
Oh, I love that. So many people are terrified of their accent. They think, I sound different, so I sound bad. But an accent is just a story of where you've been. It doesn't stop you from being understood.
In fact, it's unique. Be proud of it. Clear communication is the goal, not sounding like a robot from a textbook. When you celebrate your voice, you speak more. And when you speak more, you get better. It's a wonderful cycle.
It really is. And here is the most powerful takeaway for today. Your brain will follow your mouth. John, what does that really mean in practice?
It means don't wait until you're ready to speak. Speaking is actually the best way to learn. When you force your mouth to produce sounds, your brain works overtime to support you. It starts making connections faster because it realizes the language is being active, not just passive.
So, by speaking, we are actually teaching our brain how to think. It's not the other way around. That is so incredibly inspiring. Don't wait for perfection. Just start making noise.
Precisely. Your brain is an amazing organ. It will catch up to your mouth if you give it the chance. Well, Sarah, I think we've covered a lot of ground today.
We certainly have. This has been such a wonderful deep dive. I truly hope everyone listening feels a bit more empowered to start their mouth gym today.
I'm sure they do. You've got this. Just remember, practice, consistency, and a little bit of self-love.
Absolutely. And before we go, if you enjoyed this chat, please do us a huge favor. Hit that like button and share this video with a friend who is on their English journey. It helps us reach more people just like you.
And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss our weekly sessions. We also have a little challenge for you. Leave a comment below with one simple English phrase you're going to repeat every day this week. We can't wait to read them.
Yes, let's start that chain right now in the comments. Thank you so much for spending your time with us today.
It's been a pleasure. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Keep practicing.